give it a moment, let some people join. Tap in. It's Aquarius season, so the energy is electric. And that's what I want to talk about today, man. Just want to talk about the opportunities that's here. I'm out here on my walk, oriented in what's up, love? I'm out here oriented in Las Vegas, and life is amazing, man. It continues to shift and evolve, and that's essentially the era and the space in which we find ourselves in right now. Right? There's a dog barks at me on this walk. They love seeing me. I love seeing it too. You know. But yeah, Aquarius season. How y'all doing this Aquarius season, Miss Nyla? How you doing? What's going on with you? See y'all see the hair going a little crazy. It's getting there. So you know, Aquarius season. It's amazing. You know, it's the season of change, but essentially the season of futures, systems, and kind of opportunity to redesign yourself, right? To tap in and essentially, you know, look at life again. So, you know, I'm out here on this walk and I'm like, man, it's Aquarius season, you know, like I'm always aware of these changes that are happening on a subconscious level, really. There's a subconscious or a sub flow that's always happening in this life, in this experience, right? So if you pay attention and um, the more unified you are with your own system. I'm good. I got 3 days off work in Minnesota. It's been crazy. That's what's up. I, what's going on out there? I've been hearing. I heard something on the news or something. It wasn't even the news. It's like my news is social media. But I'm barely on social media. So, but what's going on? What's going on out there? You know what's what's amazing is as I'm talking about Aquarius season. You know, whatever is happening, what Aquarius represents is also is a combination of different things, right? But one of the things is innovation, right? The spirit of um, and I mean innovation, right? What is innovation? Innovation is creating, right? Or you know, kind of masterminding or designing, you know, new concepts, new ideas, new structures, things of that nature, right? So innovation is that, but also in addition to that, it's the season of rebelliousness, right? So in Aquarius season, you know, it's rebellious by design. And Aquarius is it's ruled by Uranus, right? And Uranus, however you say it, Uranus is how I call it. You know what I'm saying? But and Uranus is rebelliousness, right? But it's also um, Saturn, which is structure, right? Aquarius is kind of dominated by these two um, planets, right? And so we find ourselves in the season of rebelling against the current structures, right, or whatever's happening. Ice everywhere, two shot and died. Also, the weather is in the negatives. That's wild. Yeah. Again, that's just making sense to me. Like we're in that season of time and restructuring. Mind you, the greater experience that's even happening on a higher level, right? There's levels is understanding. Once you understand the universal laws, right? As within, so without, as above, so below. We're having one level of experience here on this plane, whatever it is that you're experiencing on this planet. That's a plane, right? As I see an airplane in the distance. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's an airplane over there, right? So we're having this experience that's happening on this plane, right? But greater than this plane, there's something happening above this plane, which is what? Where there's a higher level of structure, or there's a higher level of cooperation that's happening. And a higher level is an age, right? And age is beyond years, right? We have days, which turn into weeks. These are all words that trap us, but anyways, right? Days that turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, okay? Above years, there's higher level of cycles. These are all just levels of measurement that we as humans use to make sense of this experience, right? And we're not even human. We're consciousness. You know what I'm saying? All praises due. God is great. Anyhow, so understanding that, right, there's an age that we're existing in. We're existing in the age of, we came from the age of Pisces, which was the last age, right? It's the age of believing, the age of mysticism, the age of, everything that Pisces is, shadows, you know what I'm saying? But, like the age of pleasure, fantasy, things of that nature, right? That was the world that we're living in. But now we're transitioning to the age of Aquarius, right? In the age of Aquarius, I say transition, it's been my whole life experience. It's been in this transition of the age of Aquarius, right? Um, but it's the innovation of new technologies, right? That's when, like, I remember growing up, I was in first grade, walking around, and I saw, first thing I saw, the Apple computer, and I was like, why is that computer shaped like that, right? Like, I was legitimately like, hold on, why is that computer look like that? So I'm growing up in grade school. I think this was like first grade, right? And I'm gonna get off this road so y'all can hear me a little better. I get off, I get off the road. I remember looking around and seeing these Apple computers that were this weird shape, and I was like, man, I ain't never seen something like that before. What is that? Right? So I remember walking, and I remember seeing a room full of Apple computers. Right? When I'm growing up in first grade. Right? So I'm having this experience, and I remember just coming into awareness of, oh, that's a computer, right? And then I also grew up in the age of the invention of the internet and so on and so forth, right? So we've been in this experience, expansion of experience that is the age of Aquarius, and that's what's happening, right? So that's the age of AI that we find ourselves in now, right? Um, so Aquarius represents that. Aquarius represents higher level of technology, right? Higher level structures, removing any kind of identities that you used to have, right? That you were holding on to. These are opportunities that come your way, right? And we all are in the space right now where what you've known to be your truth or your reality, whatever you've been experiencing, has shifted completely. Think about 6 years ago now. We're now in the year 2026. Today is what is today? Oh, it's January 26th, right? 2026, right? So now imagine 6 years ago where you were, and see the structure, the change of what your experience in your life is now. Completely different, right? You don't do anything the same. You don't work at the same job, I guarantee you. You don't have the same connections or people that were around. Somebody that you knew maybe died because of the, what I'm saying, the C-19 virus or whatever like that, right? I say that because I don't know if, YouTube gonna block me and all that good stuff. But anyways, all of that experience, right, has changed you to who you are right now. So what you're experiencing right now is completely different. Why? Because the age of Aquarius is that. You're not going to be the same person. You shifted, you evolved, you changed, you grew, and now you are living in a new identity, in a new reality, a new structure, right? So all of this considered, that's the experience that is happening for us. And right now, again, we're in the age of Aquarius. Greater than that, on a micro level, smaller than that, really, is right now we're experiencing the age of, the Aquarius season, right? So as you're experiencing the Aquarius season, you become aware of the identities that no longer serve you, right? You have to go through this process of detachment, whether you like it or not. Everybody's experiencing these um, shifts in your universe, right? No matter what, you're going to experience some kind of shift, some kind of change. Because why? Because you're existing in a season right now of that experience or that element, right? And so you forming, right, your, hello, I'm live streaming, but sure, we're gonna have a special guest here. Yes, I'm live streaming. Yeah, I'm on the phone. Oh, oh wow.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I've seen you before. Where have I
You,
seen you?
uh-huh.
I've
And
seen you here.
Yes, I live in 6339 Sharrow Court.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you ever saw me? Can I talk something or no?
What? On my live stream?
Uh-huh.
Sure. What do you want to say? It's my
Okay.
people. Hello, what's your name?
Guadalupe Link.
Guadalupe. Miss Guadalupe has a message.
Yes, I live here in Las Vegas, and
Mm-hmm.
my son Nathaniel has been missing.
Mm.
He's been sex trafficking
Really?
and forcing him to sell drugs in the state of California,
Oh
especially
wow.
in Irvine.
Wow.
And I need the police, I need the community to
Mm.
stand up with me
Mm-hmm.
and raise your voice. Okay, my social media, you can
Mm-hmm.
find me in Facebook, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and Twitter as
Wow.
Guadalupe Lin,
Okay.
and you can follow me
Yeah.
and making you comment. Sex
Amazing.
trafficking is a huge problem in our
Yes.
nation, and we need to stop this.
Absolutely.
My son is graduating from Bishop Government High School, went to
Mm.
Concordia University in Irvine.
Wow.
I believe the sex and drug inside Concordia University, Irvine.
Amazing.
You know, Concordia have a community, private community inside the college, and I put the member, the international member for
Mm-hmm.
this crime organization.
Mm-hmm.
They live there. They own this property.
Wow.
I enrolled my son. He's enrolled, and I accept that to go to Concordia
Mm-hmm.
because they provide full scholarship. But
Mm.
now they're
What's the
forcing him.
university called? Concordia?
Concordia, Irvine.
Interesting. Okay, in Irvine. Okay.
So now
Wow.
they're forcing him to sell drugs in the street of California,
Wow.
and he's missing. So I'm not able to talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not able to spend time with me here in Las Vegas. Holiday, it was so cruel last year in 2025
Mm-hmm.
because during the Thanksgiving time
Mm-hmm.
they didn't allow me to spend time, even though I was in Irvine.
Mm.
Even though I was in Irvine,
So you
California.
went to Irvine
I
looking
went
for
to
him.
Irvine, California
Wow.
to spend time with him,
Yes.
okay? And then this international criminal organization, they've been so cruel,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't allow me to spend the day,
Wow.
Thanksgiving time with him.
Yeah.
Either my birthday is December 12th,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't allow me to spend time. He
Wow.
didn't call me for the day, and also for Christmas and New
Mm-hmm.
Year.
Wow.
So they've been
So
kidnapping
I
him.
have a question.
Yes, sir.
How are you? Right? Your son
Yes,
is missing, right?
yes,
And
uh-huh.
that's a very big weight to carry, I would imagine, right?
Yes.
So how are you living today? What is it that you know?
So
Mm-hmm.
far, I got in layoff because they forcing my employer to
Wow.
provide me layoff. So I
Really?
don't have no job since October 7.
Mm.
And then I've been asking, some people they donate $5,
Yes.
$1, $2, and they my neighbors, few
Mm-hmm.
of them, they've been donated some food for me, okay?
Wow.
Because I'm being honest, I say
Yes.
I don't having no money to buy food, no
Right.
water, no nothing, and
Yeah.
not even to pay my utility bill. I have to
Wow.
call the utility bill
Mm-hmm.
to make arrangement,
Wow.
and I need like, please, okay, stand up with me. I know if your child being sex trafficking, your
Yeah.
daughter or your son, I know how hard it is because they're going to block you.
Mm.
They're going to force you to not having no job.
Mm.
Okay, they're going to force your employer
Wow.
to let you go
Yes.
because they
It's
wanted you
amazing.
to having no resources to be
Mm-hmm.
able to rescue your child. I
Mm.
was in Irvine,
Mm-hmm.
okay, last year and tried to rescue my son.
Mm-hmm.
And this international criminal organization with the Mexican mafia, they
Mm.
crashed my car.
Wow.
And personal injury. Stand up
Yes.
and please
Yes.
donate. And I have
Mm-hmm.
an Instagram, Guadalupe Link,
Mm-hmm.
and Facebook and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
These criminal they crashed my car. I not have the money to pay more than $1,000
Mm.
for the repairs.
Mm-hmm.
The car is done, but I
Mm.
don't have the money to
Wow.
to pay it, and I
Yes.
can get it back my car. I need
Mm.
the car. I need to go back to Irvine,
Absolutely.
and I need your support. Stand up
Yes.
in social media,
We'll make it
have
happen.
courage, and
Mm-hmm.
save a lot of kids who's been sex trafficking, a lot of
Amazing.
boys and girls. So don't be afraid.
Mm.
Stand up, have courage, and
You have a lot of courage, son.
ask God, for guide you
You have
guys.
a lot of courage. You're
God
amazing.
is good. He's
God is good. Can
providing.
I give you a hug?
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you
sir.
very much.
God
Okay.
bless
God
you,
bless.
and
Yes.
thank you to everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Best of luck. I'll be in contact. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. There you have it. That's amazing. I can't make that up. I cannot make up what just happened. That's insane. Pulls up my heart for sure. But remain coherent. And What's so cool is to see, my process don't change, my communication doesn't change. I'm able to hold the same tone and frequency, knowing that that's again, it pulls at your heart. That's a big deal, right? I feel like I just talked to this lady, or I just seen her recently, which is amazing. Anyways, life happens like that, right? And so again, your path, your process is to stay coherent, all right? Stay in alignment, knowing that whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. I was not going to stop and talk to this lady at all, right? But I've been learning the technology I've been learning from my mentor, AZD, has been simply to drop the attachment of what I want to happen, what my agenda is, and instead welcome or walk into whatever the experience is happening. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that that just happened, I cannot make that up. You see what I'm saying? And everything, it continues to build up momentum like that. So it's like, it's amazing. And what was I talking about before this? Aquarius season, right? What's going on, sir? All right. Um, yeah, so Aquarius season, you know what I'm saying? And maintaining the frequency or the structure, you know what I'm saying, of being fluid, right? Not being attached to any kind of experience. Whatever your experience is, know that it's subject to change, right? We're in that season of change and evolution, ultimately, right? And the age of technology, the age of change and evolution. Whoever you are, remember you're not who you were 6 years ago, right? And you will not continue to operate at the level that you've been operating at for any reason other than the fact that you are attached to something, right? So the work is detach, right? Learn to detach from whatever your attachments are, and you have attachments. That's the point. You see what I'm saying? So, um, man, I didn't want this to be as long. You know what I'm saying? Shorty took, oh, that lady took some time. You know what I'm saying? But it was righteous. And again, I cannot hold on to my own agenda. I let go of that, right? And that's the definition of Aquarius, is being detached from the experience. Man, can't make that shit up, bro. That's amazing that just happened. And again, that's a testament. So anybody that's watching now, you know what I'm saying, that missed that whole experience, man, rewind and go back and take note of how that exchange just happened. I cannot make that up. Once again, I'm just live streaming. I'm just doing my part. And man, what an amazing experience. Like, what's going on in your life today? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just came into awareness of a whole nother experience right now. I gotta light up for that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be lighting up on here, but that's what happens when you get out the way. Get out the way. Let go. Do not be attached. So again, we're in Aquarius season. Getting back to, what I was just speaking on earlier. Let me check my notes for a second, right quick. Oh, in the Aquarius season, there's also an opportunity for you to, get lost or be scattered in your mind. Because why? Because Aquarius is very fast in its movement, right? It reminds me of, Mercury almost. You know what I'm saying? Mercury is very fast and intelligent, right? But Aquarius is fast in movement, right? And the Aquarius is some the symbol for Aquarius can be an eel, right? Something that's completely unattached or very fluid, right? Movement, right? That's the essence of Aquarius. And again, we find ourselves in Aquarius season, so we want to milk that, right? You want to find a way to be electric, to be detached, to be free flowing, right? To be electric, to speak up when it's time to speak up and rebel in the sense of, no, I have something to say, right? So take advantage. That's really the art of this life is learning how to take advantage of the season that you find yourself in, right? If you're in Aquarius season, what is it that about this Aquarius season that will help you advance and change? Because believe it or not, there's opportunities every single month. Every day there's opportunities. Every season will reap new opportunities or new opportunities, right? Think about it. You know, if you know anything about the cycles of the earth and the tides and so on and so forth, you know, the cycles, one of the cycles that happens every single day is the sun comes up, right? You don't even have to know anything about cycles. The sun comes up every single day, right? So there's something that is happening every single day, right? There's a progression. There's changes that are happening every single day. In fact, when you learn to milk every single day, when you set your life up to operate in a certain way, you have a certain structure, you experience a lot throughout your day. You understand me? And that's the beauty of understanding these cycles, these seasons, paying attention, being aware of what your experience is happening, right? What's happening in your experience, right? Knowing like, oh man, it's Aquarius season, or man, today is, you know, the full moon, whatever. Like whatever you become aware of, you now have a system to begin to measure the changes that are happening in you, right? And then when you're aware of those changes, you become aware of the cycles or the opportunities that are coming to you as well, right? And that's the value of understanding these seasons. That's why I appreciate astrology. That's one reason, you understand me? But I become aware of, okay, it's Aquarius season, right? What can I detach from? What can I use in this season, right, to begin to operate without any kind of baggage, right? To shed the identities of my old self, my old image, right? And then knowing that I have the opportunity to walk differently or lead myself into a new path, right? I can lead my life again. That's valuable, people. Like, understand that. Understand it's important for you to be aware of the season that you're in, because this will change the way that you are interacting with your life, right? Something that I've been utilizing underneath everything. It's one of my core truths. I stay changeless, I stay formless, I stay formidable, mutable, because why? Those are aspects of me. You understand me? But Aquarius is a fixed way of doing things. So it's an opportunity that the opposite becomes available, right? It's an opportunity for you to detach from what you've been attached to, whatever that may be. We all have attachments to something. I've been attached to weed, for example, right? I could drop that. You understand me? But I'm aware of it. And that's a different level of power and consciousness. You understand me? So, look, man, I don't want to be too long. Definitely appreciate the opportunity to come on here, tap in. You know, if you tapped in, you watched, and you heard what was going on earlier. That old lady was speaking. You know, sex trafficking is a real thing. I will say that. 100%. I'm here in Vegas, right? So I see it first and foremost. And the fact that she was, putting out her message the way that she was. And I mean, look, man, I'm in Vegas and I'm living face to face with the evils of the world every single day. I see all of the demons. I see all of the sin that takes place in the world. I see it all. I'm aware of it all. I'm conscious of it because I'm interacting with it on a daily basis. I put myself in harm's way, quote unquote, every single day. I'm a warrior by that art. You understand me? By that trade, by that action, that activity, by exchange of life every single day. I see life for what it is. And I cannot sugarcoat the fact that, yeah, sex trafficking is a real thing. You understand me? And the fact that she was, talking about her son, that shit is disturbing. I ain't gonna lie. Right? But it does not disturb my inner space. Because why? My aim every single day, and y'all can take this for what you will, is the end of my Aquarius season video for now. My aim every single day is to become more and more coherent inside. What does that mean? Well, I'm aiming to simply operate from a spirit or a place of connection, or Election was the next word that came to mind. I don't even know if y'all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a connection. There's an energy that's flowing from me to life. And when you become aware of this energy, this source that's flowing from you to life, right? You not putting your attention on doing something, you not doing something, you just being aware of it, like this process of life is happening. Again, that lady, you know what I'm saying, wanted to come on my live. In the middle of my live, I'm talking about Aquarius season. Next thing you know, she wants to come on and speak. Okay, great. You know, and that, you know, it's an opportunity for her to get her voice out, to be heard. You know, I'm not lying. Yeah, I don't have 10,000 people watching me right now, but I have a $10,000. I mean, $10,000. I have a 10,000 subscriber account. So that's the truth. You understand me? And the fact that she spoke the way that she did, her message will get out eventually. You know what I'm saying? And me knowing what I know, me operating in the spirit of cohesion, once again, my objective every single day is to connect the dots. You understand me? And to make sense of what's going on inside of me. Before I interact with the rest of the world, I gotta be coherent inside. I got to make sense of what's happening with me in my life, right? So what's happening with you in your life, in your experience, do not negate that experience. That's what makes you unique and special, and there's nobody like you. You gotta know that. If you follow Master Mycellf, you gotta know one thing: ain't nobody like you. Can't nobody do you better than you. You are the best version of yourself. And that's why I got to go live, because I got to continue to remind you. You understand me? I got to remind myself. I remind myself when I rewatch my own videos. You understand me? But I'm aware, like, yo, there is nobody like me. There is nobody that has my voice. There is nobody that can intelligently communicate what's going on inside of me aside from me. That's my objective. That's my obligation. You understand me? To communicate that. And there's a timing to it all, right? There's a reason why I'm streaming today, you know what I'm saying? Whereas I wasn't streaming yesterday, or the day before that, or the day before that. There's a reason. There's a timing. There's a cycle. Again, that's why I'm talking about Aquarius season. That's why I wanted to come on here and talk about it, because there's cycles. It's a very old video I made back in the day. It might still be on my. No, I think I made it private, so y'all don't see it. But it's being aware of the cycles of your life. You become aware of this. It's your duty as a man to be aware of this, to operate with the intelligence, knowing that life is made of cycles. So I got to take advantage or know and understand what's happening in this, right? How do I use this cycle that leads to my next cycle, right? How do I continue to develop my experience on a daily basis? It's my responsibility, my ability to respond to life, right? It's my responsibility to communicate to the outside world in a way that I'm coherent with my experience, meaning I'm able to connect with my my external world. You understand me? Like when you have this flow, of what's going on inside of you, and you can communicate what's going on inside of you and be heard by somebody else, right? There's a flow, and it opens up a channel and opens up a space. Even if somebody's coming on and hating, talking shit, whatever like that, it doesn't matter. You're being heard, your communication is being heard, and once it's received, and it's properly received, it changes the way that you interact with life, and that's what creates a level of power. You understand me? The yin and the yang, there's an outflow and there's an inflow, right? And then there's the flow, right? So you can be outflowing, you can be inflowing, but there's a difference when you are coherent, when you are one, when you are whole, right? The whole process, the reason why I belong to IMC Nation. What is IMC Nation? IMC Nation is integrated Masters Council. It's an integration where you become whole. You don't drop all of your experience, you understand me? No, you find a way to become coherent and operate in one unison, one flow, one experience, all at once. There's value there. Know that. Understand that. It just might change your life. All right, I gotta tap back in, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in and you know what I'm saying, resonating with me, and man, hit the link in the motherfucking bio. Let me tell you all that, man. I got all kinds of products and things of that nature that help me, you understand me, on a day-to-day basis really learn how to move and operate with AI first and foremost. But things that are helping me retrain my mind for money. You understand me? Retrain my mind for delivering services and things of that nature. Just getting in the right state of mind to be. You tripping, shawty? She was trying to pass somebody in the residential lane. That's crazy. Um, to get mind to be in a state of mind to go live, to live stream, for example, right? There is a certain way to train your mind or to adapt your mind and lead your mind in a certain way. And I've been doing that through, different AI, I'm saying, systems, things of that nature. So I have the means to deliver that or help anybody that wants to learn how to use AI. If you actually want to learn how to use it, click the links in my bio, man, and use it to better yourself. Essentially, there's audio programs, there's scripts and prompts and things of that nature that I've already been putting together, and I'm putting together a whole entire system so that you can utilize it to really level up in life. You know what I'm saying, and master yourself, right? Because that's my job. My job is to master myself, to heal myself in every way. And to operate in my full capacity, right? And my optimum level of self, the highest version of myself, my super self. You understand me? That's where we're going, right? So know that, understand that, and if you tapped in all the way on this video, man, hit me up, send me a message and let me know, yo, I tapped in, I watched all 36 minutes of this video, and you know what I'm saying, I wanted to tap in with you personally on a one-on-one basis. All right, so y'all tap in and hit the link in the bio, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in once again, and I go by the name Master Mycellf, man. Be the best and fuck the rest. Talk to y'all soon. Salute.